Astronomers have spent decades scouring the heavens for signals from aliens on other planets, but to no avail. Rather than being too far away, or too technologically advanced for us to spot, however, researchers now believe there is a much simpler reason our efforts have been met with deafening silence: ET is already extinct. A group of astrobiologists has claimed that life on other planets, if it managed to get going at all, would likely be brief and would die out quickly. And they said that while many planets could have potentially been habitable, and may have once teemed with microbial life, runaway heating or cooling would have left their surfaces inhospitable. In their new theory, the researchers looked at the role life can play in helping to control the climate of a planet, making it more habitable in the process. They argue that while both Mars and Venus may once have been planets that could have hosted life 4 billion years ago, any life there failed to stabilize the environment. This resulted in Mars becoming a frigid desert while Venus became a boiling hothouse. The researchers, based at the Australian National University, argue that life may well have emerged multiple times on other planets following the heavy bombardment of wet rocky worlds by asteroids. But they say almost all of this life would rapidly go extinct unless it was able to evolve rapidly enough to regulate greenhouse gases and so maintain stable surface temperatures. Dr. Aditya Chopra, the lead author of the paper and an astrobiologist at the Australian National University, said, "The universe is probably filled with habitable planets, so many scientists think it should be teeming with aliens. Early life is fragile, so we believe it rarely evolves quickly enough to survive. Most early planetary environments are unstable. To produce a habitable planet, life forms need to regulate greenhouse gases such as water and carbon dioxide to keep surface temperatures stable." Dr. Chopra and his colleagues, whose work is published in the journal Astrobiology, say life in the universe may depend on something they call the Gaian bottleneck. This is where life plays a key role in modifying and regulating its environment to ensure its survival. Earth provides a classic example of this, as early organisms began regulating the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and eventually produced enough oxygen for new organisms to emerge. Unfortunately for those of us hoping to meet an alien life form, the Gaian bottleneck results in near universal extinction of life on other planets. Recent discoveries with telescopes like the Kepler Space Telescope are also revealing that rocky Earth-like worlds are perhaps far more common than had been previously believed. Indeed, a growing number of planets are being discovered in the so-called habitable zone around their stars, the area where liquid water could be expected to exist. Even the basic ingredients for life, hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, sulfur, and phosphorus, are also thought to be abundant. Yet despite the efforts of astronomers like those involved in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, no signs of any life has been seen coming from these planets. Indeed, our failure to find definitive signs of life even on our planetary neighbors may also be explained by this theory. Dr. Chopra said, "The mystery of why we haven't yet found signs of aliens may have less to do with the likelihood of the origin of life or intelligence and have more to do with the rarity of the rapid emergence of biological regulation of feedback cycles on planetary surfaces." Professor Charlie Lineweaver, from the Planetary Science Institute at the Australian National University, who co-authored the paper, said Earth may be one of the rare places where life was able to gain enough of a foothold to ensure its own survival. He said, "Life on Earth probably played a leading role in stabilizing the planet's climate." He added that should we find evidence of bacteria having once lived on other planets, it will help to support their theory. He said, "One intriguing prediction of the Gaian bottleneck model is that the vast majority of fossils in the universe will be from extinct microbial life, not from multicellular species such as dinosaurs or humanoids that take billions of years to evolve."